Okay, hello everyone. Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading that is also timeless. It's Fire Fridays, which means I read for you. I'm here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. And you are actually first up today. Normally I would read, if I'm reading by sign, of course, because you know me, I'm lazy. I like to be inconsistent on YouTube. That's the best way to grow your channel. Usually I usually do you guys last, to be honest. I'm quite linear that way. But today, you're first. Okay? The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Okay. We are working with, I don't know why, I've got 3 decks of little cards. I've got my Wild Unknown Pocket Edition, I've got my Everyday Tarot, and I have a pile of Lenormand cards on dock with the expansion in it. So you can see there's quite a lot more than 36 cards here, but I don't know what I'm doing. We're mixing it up a little bit. That Lenormand is there in case I feel compelled to go there, I suppose. So without further ado, Sagittarius, let's get right into it for you. All right. La 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 la. All right, Sagittarius, let's go. We're kicking it off with the Queen of Cups. We got the Queen of Cups. We have, there's our 2 other cards. What do we got here? Oh, wow. How about that? The Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Oh, dear. And then we've got the 2 of Swords on the bottom. Okay. What's up with that? I guess what would appear to be happening is we have a couple or a partnership, some kind, well suited to one another, of course, with the Queen and King of Cups, and some setbacks, some turbulence, perhaps, some worry, and a need to resolve some kind of problem with a more creative approach. That's something of that nature. Okay, it kind of looks like trouble in paradise, and there's a need to kind of approach something from a different perspective. Okay, I don't know, that's very specific, but let's get into it. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups right now. 2 of Swords. Yeah, 2 of Swords again. Okay. What else do we need to know about the Queen of Cups? That's like 800 cards. I can do math. Pardon me, guys. I am still recovering from some some nastiness. Not the COVID. Oh, I just said the word COVID. I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube, right? I don't know. They're not paying attention to me. The coof? It's not that. It's a regular cold, but then it went into my chest, and it's been a big pile of crap to deal with. I'm going to stop throwing my cards now, and let's get on with the reading. I'm so sorry for being distracted here. Don't mind me. All right. 4 of Swords. The 2 of Swords. The 4 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords. Okay. Underlying the energy here is the 5 of Wands. What the hell is going on? What is this? These two, I mean, these two together, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, that's some pretty turbulent energy. Potentially self-destructive behavior and a lot of scattered energy. And this is something that kind of, I think this was coming up in Earth Signs yesterday on somebody's reading, I forget whose. But we've got all the lines between the wands. You can see how they're straight, it's straight lines and it's black and white. It's sort of implying like a matter-of-factness to the situation, like, well, these are the facts. But all these lines, straight lines between leading to each wand are also intersecting with each other. And it's like we have conflicting information that's causing a lot of confusion, because everything appears to be factual, yet there's conflict where things aren't lining up. So there's some cognitive dissonance, which I think is causing some obviously causing some frustration. Just couldn't help but notice the straight lines here as well with this Five of Swords. Like I said, it's sort of one of these facts is actually kind of, if you really hold fast to it, I feel like it's going to be kind of self-destructive. There's something about the need to be right that is not helping helping the circumstances. I think what's going on is we have basically a call to rest, relax, recover, and give your brain some space to sort of recalibrate and recalculate what's going on before something comes to a head and you wind up cutting yourself or causing some kind of damage within a relationship, right? Let's get some clarification on the King of Cups. This is a strange reading. Bear with me, Sagittarius. I know this is what I get for doing yours first. I'm always a little clunky in the first one. Anyway, let's clarify this King of Cups. What is going on with these cards? I can't hold them. I don't understand. We do have 3 cards here. Regarding the King of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. Our Father of Pentacles. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Cups. So we have the Queen of Cups emphasized twice here with this King of Cups and King of Pentacles. I feel like one thing in this deck is this is a that they speak to in this deck is there's an emphasis on the fact that this Queen of Cups is actually extremely, extremely intuitive, like on par with the High Priestess, which is sort of a card of intuition, right? Of having that intuition. She's right there. She's right there on par in a sense. If you were to, foolishly establish some kind of hierarchical system to such things, she would be right there. I think what's going on here is it looks as if this masculine figure in this situation, this King of Cups, is very, very, very focused on doing their work, doing their mission, whatever it is that they're about, focusing on the 3D construction of a said thing. I don't know what it is, of course, but carefully crafting that web, that networking. There's something going on there that's been the focus of this masculine, and I'm not sure why that's a conflict exactly. Yeah, well, because look, he's just on kind of on his game here, and I think part of this, the Queen of Cups part of it, is really showing me that the sense of like being about his business, there is a sense of strong knowing about it. It's like there needs to maybe be some trust. If I would to, it feels like the previous Queen of Cups has got some very rational and logical lines going on, and not understanding what's going on in a sense of that it's not logically making sense. And ironically, the King of Cups is showing up in that very earthy energy, and maybe something doesn't look right. Because, one thing about the spider web that's kind of interesting is, like, if people are watching you do these peripheral rings, those aren't straight lines, and it may not appear rational. From that perspective, it may look like haphazard activity, but they're not seeing all the connection points and how things are coming together. And I kind of feel like maybe this masculine is sort of trusting that process, or has kind of a knowing that something's coming together but can't explain it or articulate it, perhaps. Yeah. I mean, this is Emperor energy, obviously. And, there's something about this that is very odd. I almost, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be delivering some kind of like super traditional message, like, well, just stand by your man and just trust him. I don't know. I mean, that's how it's going so far. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. But we have a masculine energy that is apparently doing something that maybe doesn't appear to be much of anything to someone else. I don't know what to say about that. Let's get some clarification with this Five of Cups. All right, Five of Cups. We'll do 3 more shuffles here. Okay, and Knight of Cups or Son of Cups there. We've got the 10 of Wands. 1 more shuffle. All right, and the Knight of Wands. So we've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Okay, Queen of Pentacles underlies. Okay. So the situation, the situation why this is a little different. This 10 of Wands, it's like it's sort of different than a 10 of Wands traditionally, but it's sort of like you have to abandon a path because there's just no way through it, right? There's so much cloudiness and confusion and inability to see things clearly through all of the wands. They're arranged as like a brushy thicket that you can't get through, right? And it almost requires you to turn away or to deny that thing that you're going after. I think that's the fear. I said worry just at the beginning regarding this 5 of Cups, which is really more of a 5 of Pentacles trait, to be honest, but it just felt like I should say it. And I think there is a fear of not being able to succeed in something. Like you can't see there's no way to see the path forward. And you have a individual here that is kind of very, very emotionally driven and very emotionally deep, but maybe kind of presenting. I feel like this Knight of Cups is sort of not presenting the same way. I really don't know how to describe it. They have a lot of the still water runs deep, right? The still water runs cold and runs deep. So there's more going on with this Knight of Cups individual, this energy. Take it as it resonates. I don't know if it's you or the other person, but it's like there's more that's going on there than meets the eye. And I think that causes concern for the other person, the other party. Like maybe they're worried that something isn't... there may be a lack of security, a sense of security in the situation, right? This Knight of Wands is... kind of the polar opposite, right? Strong emphasis on passion, right? Strong emphasis on passion. Can burn hot, can burn quick. Tends to be distracted as well. The way it's represented by a serpent is kind of interesting to me. I don't find it to mean anything negative. Not today, anyway. I don't know what this is. Maybe, I hope not. Maybe for a select few of you, this could have something to do with another person, like a third party, but I'm not going to go there. I don't typically read that kind of tarot because who needs that when you could turn on a soap opera? If you really need that, maybe just watch daytime television instead. That said, if that's the case and it comes to mind, I gotta say it. So I don't know. I think though is that that's the fear. I think that's the fear. For either you or the other person, they're seeing this, again, still water that runs deep and a little cold, and misunderstanding it and misinterpreting it. And there may be worry and fear that something won't happen or won't be obtained, or there won't be a success in this situation. And maybe there's a little bit of paranoia. There could be a little bit of paranoia about maybe there's some third party, or maybe something shady's going on. It just feels like worry to me. And I think that with this Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, it's sort of, it's such a focus on wanting to build something, wanting to build that home environment, that safe home environment. Wants the security, wants the safety, wants the peace, right? And I guess I just noticed actually, having the King and Queen of Cups and the King and Queen of Pentacles out is really interesting, because it's sort of emphasizing again that there is like a element of like a divine union here, but there seems to be a lot of turbulence within that. So that's interesting. Also, Sagittarius, what I do find also interesting is that we haven't had any, other than the Knight of Wands, we haven't really had any fire indications here, which is kind of strange. So where is the fire? Where is the fire, Sagittarius? What's going on? Is it just... Yeah, this feels... I don't know. This feels like an established relationship that's just got some challenges, and there's maybe a little bit of underlying fear about how to move through it, or how to move past it, or how to continue developing, or like, where's the fire? I guess where's the fire? Maybe that was key. It's like, yeah, maybe some of the initial passions are lacking at the moment. I don't really know. Yeah. All right, let's get a potential outcome for you, Sagittarius. And I think we probably will go ahead and pull a little Norman for something of an advice type situation. King of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles out again. That is a peacetime king. That king is secure in his abundance and in his kingdom, and is not at war. It's not a time for war. It's a peacetime situation. Or at least he's feeling that way. The masculine energy is feeling pretty secure, actually, because they're working on their pentacles and operating, with a sense of security and a sense of emotional security as well. The King of Cups is, has dominion or mastery over their emotions, which is very interesting. We have the Two of Cups. So we do have this beautiful partnership, yes. But somebody I don't know, do they just need to be assured that things are okay? I'm not really sure. One more card, please. And yeah, I keep saying I'm not sure, and that's so true, because I have, jokingly, of course, but kind of not really, I am probably the densest intuitive you'll ever come across. I have no idea what's going on, yet Spirit works. So anyway, we got 3 cards for our last card. I'm taking them. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, but this is really that fear, which, interestingly does kind of come over our 5 of Cups column and the 10 of Wands, and I talked about that being afraid thing. There's an attachment. It's like grabbing onto something so tight that it isn't going anywhere. Have you ever when you have a house, a house cat, and you pick it up off the ground and you've annoyed the cat and you're just thinking like, when I put the cat down, it's going to run away. You set it down and it doesn't go anywhere. You don't have to hold the cat so tight. Like, it's fine. It's really fine. Okay, and then we have the moon and the chariot. Okay, so there's a lot of Cancerian energy here, which does kind of frustrate me, only because my personal life. I'm not reading for you. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna read for you. It's fine. But anyway, we've got this inner world, the hopes, the fears, the dreams. You know, it's strongly correlated. The inner world, you have so much hope and anticipation, but also this fear. You know, and then with the chariot, I think it's just a reminder that, you know, Spirit is taking you places. Like, everything here is, to me, it feels like the card just saying everything is okay. Page of Swords on the bottom. That defensive energy, I feel that it's diligence too, like healthy boundaries, right? So there may be some necessity in communicating more effectively and setting more effective boundaries in this circumstance. I think that I feel like you and this person are ready to are going somewhere, right? Going somewhere. Definitely going somewhere. Spirit has something for you. And I think if there's any lingering fear, there's just a call to sort of set that aside. But one thing you can do proactively, of course, is communicate and set appropriate boundaries. Okay. Sagittarius. Now I wander off into the wild frontier of the unknown, of the Lenormand, of which I am a rank amateur reader. And the cool part about not knowing all the rules of something like Lenormand is that I can break them and be totally oblivious. Which actually is kind of a plus when it comes to intuitive things. So, I don't know why I just said that. This is definitely getting up there in the weird list of weird readings I've done. I feel like I've given somebody some kind of marital counseling. I'm not sure what that's all about, but if this is your story and this is helpful, awesome. I'm happy to help. And also, if you're not subscribed and that happens to be helpful to you, then please subscribe if you'd like, because I'd love to have you as a beloved subscriber, and you could be in the super awesome club. That's super awesome club. We need a better name than that. We'll come up with something cool, like Cobra Gun, or I don't know, something. Cobra Gun. Shh, Matt, stop talking. Just read the cards. Time. Okay. We have a pocket watch here. We got timing. We have the mountain, so kind of a larger obstacle, of course. And we have the trumpet, a musical instrument. Okay. There needs to be patience about how there needs to be patience about how you like approach these obstacles, right, as they come up. The insurmountable things, like we were talking about that Five of Wands with like all those straight lines, like matter of factness, but there's that dissonance. Give it time to digest and understand what's going on. It's sort of like the Four of Swords we saw earlier, because those obstacles can be dealt with, but it's going to require some patience. That Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. You can't think outside the box if you're right up in it and it's like you feel pressed for time, right? And I think this is just like sort of a suggestion to have fun with it, to play, right? Enjoy the dance. Enjoy the song and dance of this part of your journey together, because yes, there's turbulence, yes, there's challenges, but you're going to learn how to resolve problems together. You're going to learn how to accomplish many great things together, and you're going to learn how to have fun doing it. So, lovely. Isn't that a pleasant message? Okay, Sagittarius, definitely ranks high on the weirdness scale for me of readings, but we're going with it. I hope this was helpful. If it was, again, please consider subscribing if you're not already. And I hope to see you next week. Sagittarius, Fire Fridays, every Friday for you. Best of luck with this energy, and I'll see you next week.